Welcome to the social science class. 7th standard history lesson number 4 Nayakas, Balegaras and Nadaprabhus. In this lesson you will learn about Nayakas of Keladi, Chitradurga, Surapura and Nadaprabhus of Elanka and their achievements. Now, let us see the introduction about this lesson. After the fall of Vijayanagar Empire, Karnataka came under three administrative rulings. So, students, you know that in the first lesson you learn about this Vijayanagar Empire. The fall of Vijayanagar Empire, Karnataka divided into three administrative rulings. They were Vijaypur, Keladi, and Mysuru. After the decline of Vijaypur, Mughals and Marathas ruled many regions of Karnataka. So, first of all, the Vijayanagar Empire and afterwards Karnataka came under three administrative rulings: Vijaypur, Mysuru, and Keladi. After the decline of Vijaypur, Mughals and Marathas ruled many regions of Karnataka. So, decline of the Vijaypur, Mughal and Maratha people capture our Karnataka state. Even with presence of these rulers, Keladi and Mysuru states protected themselves well from them and continued the tradition and practices of Vijayanagar Empire. When Mughal and Marathas ruling many regions of the Karnataka, even their presence, the Keladi and Mysuru states protected themselves from them. From them means who? Mughals and Marathas. And Keladi and Mysuru continued their traditions, practices of Vijayanagar Empire. With these, Palipattus grew in Chitradurga, Surpura and Elanka regionally. Keladi, Mysuru protected themselves like that only. The Palipattus in Chitradurga, Surpura and Elanka also protected themselves from Marathas and Mughals people. So student, how they protected themselves from Mughals and Marathas? So that's only we want to learn in this lesson. Now, the first one, Nayakas of Keladi, 1499 to 1763 CE. They ruled from 1499 to 1763 CE. Nayakas or Paligaras. Under the control of Vijayanagar Empire, there were many small kings. They are called Nayakas, chieftains or Paligaras. So students, what do you mean by Nayakas? During the region of the Vijayanagar Empire, there were many small kings. These small kings known as the Nayakas. Under the control of the Vijayanagar Empire, the other term of Nayakas is Paligaras. The places which were ruled by these chiefs are called Palipattus. The place where these Nayakas ruled is called as a Palipattus. Among these chiefs, Nayakas of Keladi and Nayakas of Chitradurga are famous. So students, what they told in this para? The Nayakas or Paligaras were minor chieftains who paid tribute during the period of the Vijayanagar Empire. The small territories under the Nayakas were called as the Palipattus. The Nayakas of Keladi and Durga are well known in Karnataka history. In this para, you will learn about the administration and the achievement of Nayakas of Keladi. Keladi was founded in 1499 CE during the Vijayanagar period and later became independent. The kingdom of Keladi was founded after the fall of Vijayanagar Empire in 1499 century. The leaders of Keladi were ruling the coastal and Malenadu regions of Karnataka. This ruling dynasty gained independence and began controlling certain areas surrounding Shimoga, the Malenadu regions, and coastal areas of Karnataka. The Keladi province was large and prosperous. The Keladi kingdom was vast and prosperous. Keladi consisted of Shimoga, Dakshin Kannada, Udupi, Kasargod, now it is in Kerala, Kodagu, Hassan, Tumkuru, Chitradurga, Dharwad, and Uttar Kannada areas. Now, let us see the information about Hiriye Venkatappa Nayak. Venkatappa Nayak is popular among the kings of Keladi. Hiriye Venkatappa Nayaka is considered by historians as one of the most competent and successful rulers of the Keladi dynasty. In his period, the Keladi kingdom attained the complete freedom. It was during his rule that Keladi became an independent kingdom. He took out military expedition till river Chandragiri in the coastal region. He expanded his empire up to the west coast near the Chandragiri river. With the help of Queen Abbaka Devi, he defeated the Portuguese in Mangaluru. So he defeated the Portuguese in Mangaluru with the help of Rani Abbaka Devi. Rani Abbaka Devi, she was the queen of Ulal. He defeated Adil Shahi forces of Vijaypur and established a victory pillar in Hangal. He also defeated the army of Adil Shahi and built a pillar of victory at Hangal. He encouraged all religions. He patronized all religions sect. So students, we have seen the information about the Hiriye Venkatappa Nayak. Now let us see the information about the Shivappa Nayak. Shivappa Nayaka was a famous Keladi king. Shivappa Nayaka was a well-known ruler of Keladi. He occupied the coastal forts of the Portuguese and got the title Padugadal Odia. He is known to have a siege force held by the Portuguese. He assumed the title Master of the Western Ocean Padugadal Odia. He built strong forts in Mangaluru, Bekal and Chandragiri for the security of the kingdom. Shivappa Nayak built strong forts for defensive purpose at Bekal, Mangaluru, Chandragiri and several other places. Shivappa Nayaka was a pious man. Shivappa Nayaka was a deeply religious. He encouraged the traders of Goa to settle in his state for development of trade. He encouraged the business activities in his kingdom. He invited Goan mercantile communities to come and settle in his capital. The Christians of Goa were expert in agriculture and he encouraged them to migrate to his state and provided land and other contributions. Before I told, he invited the Goa mercantile communities to come and settle in his capital and he also encouraged the Christians from Goa to settle in his kingdom. So this is called to migrated and granted them lands as they were good in agriculture. He made a strict rule that the Christian priest should be a local person. So he insisted on the appointment of local priest. Shivappa Nayak was a well known for his administrative reforms. The revenue system started by Shivappa Nayak was called as a Sistu, the Sistu of Shivappa Nayaka. He followed a systemized revenue system known as a Sistu. As per this, the fixation of land revenue was based on the fertility of the land. As per this system, the land revenue was fixed on the basis of classification of land. The basis was fertility of the soil and the availability of irrigation facility. About 1/3 of production was collected as land revenue. This systematic revenue system was called Sistu of Shivappa Nayaka. The land revenue was fixed at 1/3 of the gross produce. This type of revenue assignment was called Shivappa Nayaka Sistu. The Sistu system led to the development of Malenadu. The Sistu brought prosperity to the Malenadu region. Now let us see the information about the Queen Channammaji. Queen Chennammaji ruled from 1671 to 1696 century. Queen Chennammaji, the daughter-in-law of Shivappa Nayak, took over power after him. After the demise of Shivappa Nayaka, the kingdom was ruled by his daughter-in-law Rani Chennammaji. She repelled the Mughal army and gave protection to Chhatrapati Rajaram, the son of Shivaji. She gave shelter to Shivaji's son Chhatrapati Rajaram, who was being chased by the Mughal army. Chennamma, the symbol of valor and sacrifice of Karnataka, fought war even with the Mysuru army. Chennamma had also fought with the Mysuru army that was considered as a symbol of valor and sacrifice. The Keladi kings built temples, Agraharas and Veershaiva mats. The Agoreshwara temple in Ikkeri is famous for sculpture. The Keladi rulers built temple, Agraharas and Veershaiva mats. The Agoreshwara temple at Ikkeri is remarkable for its sculptural wealth. The mats were the centers of the boarding and education. The mats became the center of education. They contributed generously to all the religions. The rulers gave huge donation to all religious sects. Chennammaji gifted land for a Christian church in Mangaluru. Chennammaji donated a plot of land for the construction of a church in Mangaluru. On account of continuous war with Mysuru and internal wars, the Keladi kingdom became weak. The kingdom of Keladi became weak on account of its constant rivalry with the Mysuru kingdom as well as internal quarrels. Later, Hyder Ali occupied the Keladi kingdom. The kingdom was finally conquered by Hyder Ali of Mysuru. So students, we have seen the information about the Nayakas of Keladi, Hiriya Venkatappa Nayak, Shivappa Nayak and Queen Chennammaji. Now let us see the information about that 4.2, the Nayakas of Chitradurga. The Nayakas of Chitradurga have a prominent place in the Karnataka history. They ruled as a chieftain from 16th to 18th century. 16th to 18th century means 200 years. 13 chieftains this province for about 211 years. In the period of Chitradurga, 13 chieftains over between of the 211 years. Next, Matti Timmana Nayak ruled from 1568 to 1589 century, was the first king of this Palepattu. Palepattu means the small territories under the Nayakas were called as the Palepattu. So students, remember who was the first king, the Nayakas of Chitradurga. Matti Timmana Nayaka was the first king of Nayakas of Chitradurga. Kasturi Chikkanna Nayaka ruled from 1675 to 1686 CE. Next, Bichugatti Bharmanna Nayaka ruled from 1681 to 1721 century. Hire Madakari Nayaka ruled from 1721 to 1749 century are the famous kings of Chitradurga. Now let us see the information about the Rajveer Madakari Nayaka. He ruled from 1754 to 1779 CE. He is the most powerful and popular among the Nayakas of Chitradurga. Madakari Nayaka was known as the most powerful and famous ruler of Chitradurga. He ascended the throne at the age of 12 years. Rajveer Madakari Nayaka was only 12 years old when he ascended the throne. He helped Hyder Ali several times during the wars. He assisted Hyder Ali in many battles. But Hyder Ali became jealous of the valor of Madakari Nayaka. Hyder Ali was jealous of his bravery. Rajveer Madakari Nayaka always helped to the Hyder Ali during the wars, battles. But Hyder Ali became jealous about his fame and his bravery. In order to suppress him, Hyder Ali besieged the seven-ring fort of Chitradurga. Rajveer Madhukari Nayaka was a powerful king. Hyder Ali wanted to suppress to him. So that's why Hyder Ali tried to attack on his fort, that name of the seven-ring fort of Chitradurga. Besiege means to surround a place with an army. Means to surround a fort with an Hyder Ali soldier. They tried to capture the Chitradurga fort from Rajveer Madhukari Nayaka, but it was an impossible task to occupy such an invincible fort. Means he failed to take possession of the hill fort due to task of getting through the seven concentric walls built as defensive structures around it. Invincible means too strong or powerful to be defeated. In Kannada, Ajeya. The soldiers of Hyder Ali tried to enter the fort after knowing the secret entrance in the absence of the watchman. Hyder Ali's soldiers discovered a secret path to enter into the fort. At that time, Obawa, the wife of watchman, killed the enemies with her wooden pestle. It means in Kannada, Onake. A watchguard wife, as Onake Obawa, heard the muffled sound of the enemy soldier. She bravely killed the soldiers one by one using a large Onake or pestle. That secret passage is present in the fort of Chitradurga and called Obavanna Kindi. Hyder Ali's soldiers crept out is called Onake Obavanna Kindi. Hyder Ali, who was not prepared to accept defeat, besieged the fort once again. Hyder Ali again laid siege to the Chitradurga fort in 1779 CE. Madhukari Nayaka was defeated in the fierce war. Hyder Ali defeated to the Madhukari Nayaka. So student, Hyder Ali not accept the defeat from the Madhukari Nayaka. So Hyder Ali again laid siege to the Chitradurga fort in 1779 CE, and later Madhukari Nayaka was defeated by Hyder Ali, imprisoned and killed. The dynastic rule of chieftains of Chitradurga province ended with the rule of Madhukari Nayaka. This defeat ended the rule of the Nayakas of Chitradurga. So student, we have seen the information about the Nayakas of Chitradurga. Now, let us see the information about the Nayakas of Surpura. Surpura in Yadgiri district is situated between the rivers Krishna and Bhima. Between of the rivers Krishna and Bhima situated the Surpura in Yadgiri district. From 1637 to 1858 CE, 12 Nayakas ruled it. In this Surpura dynasty, 12 Nayakas ruled it. Okay, so Gadipidda Nayak was the founder of this dynasty. Who was the founder of this dynasty? Gadipidda Nayak. His ancestors were in the Vijayanagar army. So, Gadipidda Nayaka's ancestors worked in the Vijayanagar army. They are one among the scattered groups after the fall of Vijayanagar Empire. After the fall of Vijayanagar Empire, many small kingdoms declared themselves independent. In that, Surpura dynasty also is there. So later, after getting the official permission from Bijapur Adil Shahis, they started to rule from Wagingiri. They took the permission from the Bijapur Adil Shahi and they started the rule from Wagingiri. Pitambari Bharipidda Nayaka made Surpura his capital after constructing it. Who made the Surpura his capital? Pitambari Bharipidda Nayaka. Later, in accordance with the agreement between the British and the Hyderabad Nizam, Surpura came under the control of the Hyderabad. The agreement over between of the British and Hyderabad and Surpura came under the Hyderabad provisions. Raja Nalavadi Venkatappa Nayaka, the son of Raja Krishnappa Nayaka, came to power. Raja Nalavadi Venkatappa Nayaka, he ruled from 1843 to 1858 CE. He was the son of Raja Krishnappa Nayak and he came to power. The news of the first war of independence in India reached the Surpura. In 1857, the first war of independence over in India. That news of the first war of independence in India reached to the Surpura. Nalavadi Venkatappa Nayaka had a plan to fight against the British by unifying the kings of South India. When Nalavadi Venkatappa Nayaka listened that first war of independence in our Indian country, that time he had a plan to fight against the British by unity of the kings of all South India. He enlisted Arabs and Rohillas in his army and he also started to train the army. Nalavadi Venkatappa Nayaka had a plan and he created his own army. He enlisted the people of the Arabs and Rohillas and he also started to train the army. On hearing this development, the British officer Thornhill wrote a letter to Captain Campbell on 24 December 1857 and directed him to take immediate action against the Raja Nalavadi Venkatappa Nayak. When Venkatappa Nayak made a own army against the British and he started to train the army. So on this news hearing, the British officer Thornhill wrote a letter to Captain Campbell and directed to him to take the immediate action against the Raja Nalavadi Venkatappa Nayak, because Raja Nalavadi Venkatappa Nayaka, he made the plan oppose the British. That's why British officer on hearing this news, they took the action opposed the Raja Nalavadi Venkatappa Nayaka. The British regiment entered Surpura in 1858 and a battle ensued. The Endrag army of Surpura broke the bones of the Surat. The British regiment entered the Surpura in 1858 when Thornhill directed to the Captain Campbell. So Captain Campbell, the British regiment entered the Surpura and battle ensued. And Endrag army, the Surpuras broke the bones of Surat. Meanwhile, Nalavadi Venkatappa Nayaka travelled to Hyderabad to bring the special forces of Arab and Rohil. When British regiment entered the Surpura and broke the bones of the Surat people is there. In that time only, Nalavadi Venkatappa Nayaka travelled to Hyderabad to bring the special forces of Arab and Rohil. The British forces entered Surpura and destroyed it. The Prime Minister of Hyderabad, Nizam Salar Jung, handed over Nalavadi Venkatappa Nayaka on the pretext of helping him with the intention of getting favour. When British regiment get the news of that Raja Nalavadi Venkatappa Nayaka going to oppose the British and make the one army and train to them. So that's why British came and destroyed the Surpura. In that time only Nalavadi Venkatappa Nayaka travelled to Hyderabad. So the Prime Minister of Hyderabad, Nizam Salar Jung, handed over the Nalavadi Venkatappa Nayaka to protect the helping him with the intention of getting a favour. Means the Prime Minister of Hyderabad, Nizam Salar Jung, he cheated to Nalavadi Venkatappa Nayak. He shown like that friends as a friend, but he helped to the British to catch the Nalavadi Venkatappa Nayaka. The British kept Nalavadi Venkatappa Nayaka in a prison at Sikandarabad. When British captured to Nalavadi Venkatappa Nayak and they kept in the prison at Sikandarabad. Later he was subjected to inquiry and was awarded the death sentence. He got the punishment was death sentence. On the plea made by the British officer Meadows Taylor, the Governor General of India dropped the death sentence, condemned him for 4 years deportation. While he was taken to a fort in a Chengalpet near Madras, the British betrayed and shot the resting Venkatappa dead. Later, they spread the false news that he committed the suicide. British spread the false news. Nalavadi Venkatappa Nayaka, he committed the suicide. After the death of Nalavadi Venkatappa Nayaka, the British gifted Surpura to Nizam of Hyderabad. The successor of Surpura province spent their time under the Nizam. Finally, when the province of Nizam of Hyderabad merged with the Indian Union on September 17, 1948, so Surpura also merged with India. The Surpura Nayakas have contributed to the field of culture. Their rule still finds resonance in the minds of the people due to their pro-people program. They built tanks, temple, wells, forts and palaces. Many Jahangir's land gifts were given. They had provided Inam land to sustain the worship of their patron god Venkatramana, Tirupati and Gopal Swami. They had offered patronage to many artists, sculptors and musicians. Many literary works of good value were written during their reign, so they were known for their religious tolerance. The Surpura rulers always accorded prominent place to paintings. The design and techniques of Surpura paintings are highly quality. The Surpura paintings stand unique from Vijayanagar, Vijaypur and Mysuru painting. These paintings can be seen in Museum of London and Salarjung Museum in Hyderabad. So students, today we have seen the information about these Nayakas of Surpura. Now next, let us see the information about that Nada Prabhus of Elanka. Ranabhairi Gowda is the founder of the Elanka Nada Prabhu dynasty. Who was the founder of the Elanka Nada Prabhu dynasty? Ranabhairi Gowda. After Ranabhairi Gowda, Jay Gowda, Gidde Gowda, Kempananjay Gowda and others ruled. The most popular ruler of this dynasty is Hiriye Kempe Gowda. Who was the most popular ruler of this dynasty? Hiriye Kempe Gowda. Therefore, the rulers of Elanka are known as the rulers of Kempegowda dynasty. They were Nadaprabhu during the rule of Vijayanagar Empire. They ruled Bengaluru, Ramnagar, Tumkuru and undivided Kolar district during their period. Since Elanka was the first capital, they are called Elanka Nadaprabhus. Later, Bengaluru and Magadhi were their capitals. Now let us see the most popular ruler of this dynasty, Hiriye Kempegowda. Hiriye Kempegowda ruled from 1532 to 1597 CE. Hiriye Kempegowda founded the Bangalore city in 1537 CE. Who was the founder of the Bangalore city? The answer is Hiriye Kempegowda. He built a fort in Bangalore and started his rule from there. He built a fort where in Bengaluru. He started from this road. He built Basava temple in Basanagudi, Someshwara temple of Halusuru and extended the Gavi Gangadhareshwara temple. He is credited of building several prominent tanks. Some of them are Dharma Buddhi tank, Halusuru tank, Sampangi tank. Hiriye Kempegowda was a devotee of Gangadhareshwara of Shiva Gange and built several chowltries and agraharas. He also earned the title Prajavasthala in recognition of his pious administration. What he got the title? He got the title Prajavasthala. Okay. Now next, Kempegowda II. Kempegowda II ruled from 1597 CE to 1641 CE. Kempegowda II was the elder son of Hiriye Kempegowda. During his period, Army General Randullah Khan of Vijaypur Adil Shahi occupied the Bengaluru in 1638. Hence, Kempegowda II started to rule Magadhi to Kunigal regions and made Magadhi his capital. Usually, the rulers of this family are called Magadhi Kempegowdas. Usually, The rulers of this family are called Magadhi Kempegowdas. Kempegowda II had marked the borders of the Bengaluru and had built 4 watchtowers in the marketplaces. During his reign, Bengaluru grew as a major weaving center. He built forts at Magadhi, Samanadurga, Huliyardurga, Hutturdurga, and others. Like his father, he also constructed new villages, temples, and tanks. Kempegowda II handed over the political power of Magadhi to his son Kempegowda III and the power of the Kunigal province to his another son Hiriye Kempegowda II. Kempegowda III ruled from 1641 CE to 1674 CE. He constructed the Kempasagar tank in order to tackle drought. Hiriye Kempegowda II ruled from 1641 to 1662 CE. He was not only brave but was also a multi-language academician. He earned the title Navakavita Gumbapam Bhavani in recognition of his literary achievement. Who got the title Navakavita Gumbapam Bhavani? Hiriye Kempegowda II. His queens built Agraharas, tanks and temples in Kunigal and Huliyardurga. Later, the regions ruled by the Elanka chieftains merged with the Mysuru province. Later, the Elanka chieftains merged with the Mysuru province. So, students, here only our lesson number 4, Nayakas, Palegaras and Nadaprabhus over here.